Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nature Patch. My name is Robyn and today I thought I would do just a little bit of a quick video outside in the fresh air in the beautiful afternoon sun. Not really dwell on what's happening in the world right now because I'm sure you are all quite aware of that. We are definitely being affected by the situation here in Brisbane and southeast Queensland. My partner and I both having to work from home, which is challenge to get into a new routine, but one thing is for sure, I'm really enjoying the time that I get to spend in the garden, and also just having your loved ones around close to you I think is a really special opportunity to come together and to be around your close loved ones. I wanted to do just a really chilled video talking about a few updates that's been happening in the garden right now, and also a really exciting delivery that I got today from Green Patch Organic Seeds. They sell live plants, and this is the first time I've actually purchased live plants in the mail, which I was really skeptical about, not knowing whether they would survive the travel. It came from a different state, so I didn't know if they'd still be moist when they got here or whether they'd be really dry. But I can confirm it was a really good option. Just make sure if you are ordering plants online that they really state their kind of delivery days and how long you should expect it. If it's over 5 days to a week, then it's probably too much and the plants could definitely suffer. But that's depending on what plant you're getting, of course. I actually ended up ordering some Australian native bush tucker plants. So I'm really interested in Australian bush tucker. It is what my PhD is also about, talking about how country can provide for us. And when I say country, I mean just the land that we're standing on that can give us awesome plant food. So I'm still learning about foraging, so I wanted to actually see some of the plants that I want to go out and forage for. This one here is called sea celery. So this is actually a native celery, or it's more like to a parsley. It smells like a parsley and has a really strong parsley taste, so it's great for putting in soups. Really awesome plant. I also got some native Australian mint. So we have a native mint in Australia that smells divine. It smells like a pennyroyal mint, so it's quite strong, really good in teas and on desserts. And then I also got a native peppermint, which is Mentha australis, and this is a really nice dainty mint. So I'm going to be planting these ones in pots and seeing how they go, so I'm really excited for those. And I also managed to pick up from Green Patch some garlic. It's the first time I've actually bought garlic to grow, so I'm going to be planting that really soon. This one here is an early purple, and I also got some more Pigeon Pea seeds. So these ones here, I will take you around the garden and show you how my Pigeon Pea is going. This is probably one of my favorite permaculture plants. And I'll be doing another video soon on how you can harvest it to make your own mulch, because I use this plant to grow living mulch so that I don't have to keep buying it, and I can just use mulch wherever I need, whenever I need it. So I'm currently standing in front of a bunch of seedlings that I'll show you. I'm also sipping my beautiful cup of green tea. So I might show you these seedlings and then take you around the garden and show you a few things that are going on. So I just turned you around, and this was what I had my tripod on there, what you are looking at now. But this is all of the seedlings that I am growing at the moment. I won't go through all of them because I kind of did that in one of my other videos. But I'm really excited that I propagated all of my flower seedlings. So I've got lots of salvias here and everlasting daisies at the back, which are a native Australian daisy. I also got given some of these little cardboard pots. These were from one of the big stores that we have in Australia called Woolworths. They did like these free seedling pots whenever you spent a certain money or over. I don't shop at Woolworths though, so I just got given these, but they're pretty cool that they're handing out plants and not little plastic toys for kids. But I'm actually really excited to grow these. So I'm growing beetroot, and all I'm going to do is just put this in the ground when they get a little bit stronger. Some tomatoes, parsley, and then I've already transferred some kale in there that I need to thin out, and I have some lettuce up the back there as well. So that was pretty cool to get some free seeds and seedling pots. I was actually going to wait until my late March garden tour, but I'm going to show you now. Very exciting addition to the garden area. Let's see if you can spot it. I'm walking up to it right now. I have a pumpkin. Finally. The weather is not too hot that the pumpkins were starting to produce female flowers. So the other ones that I tried pollinating weren't successful in pollinating, but at least I have one, and this plant or this area of the plant can put its energy into that one. So apart from the next door neighbour's dogs, it's actually a very lovely afternoon here. Haven't seen Mr. Snake in a while. That was around the in-ground veggie garden, which I am kind of glad for, but I hope he's alright wherever he is in the world. So this is the entry to the in-ground food forest, more like perennial permanent garden area. And as you walk in, you see my pigeon pea patch. So this is what pigeon pea looks like when it is, I'd say probably about half or 3/4 grown. It does definitely grow a lot taller than this and a lot bushier. One thing to note, this thing really loves getting pruned. So you can see I pruned it actually about here when it was really tall and just really leggy. And since pruning it, it has gotten all of these new shoots out on the side. So all of these plants have just gone really bushy now that I've pruned them, so that I can actually get more mulch and more green manure to cover areas that need a little bit of extra organic matter. So I'm going to do a video on how I'm going to be cutting this back, and also combining with that video my green manure patch here. I've actually cut half of it back already and dumped a lot of it here, but I'm going to be cutting the rest, so I'll show you how I do that. Really simple method, nothing too crazy. I'm literally just pulling some of them out and cutting them back and putting them on the ground. But I'm really happy with how this area is coming along. The tomatoes are just really happy all up the back there now, since I've given them a good prune and fertilise. The bush is ever changing. It's starting to be a little bit more thin as winter comes along. There's less king parrots, I've noticed. I think they go off into different areas when it gets a little cooler, but I'm hoping that the whipbirds will come back. They make a really pretty whipping sound, I suppose. So I'm excited for those. So if you are feeling a little bit panicky or stressed out or scared, don't go to the supermarket and buy more food that you really don't need. Just get outside. Honestly, even after 5 minutes of just walking around right now, I feel so much more refreshed and revived, and despite those dogs barking, it is still lovely to be outside. So this was just a little check-in to say that everything's all good. The garden is very happy right now. I will be doing a garden tour really soon and getting ready to do my what to sow in April video, and I'm also going to do a video on growing your own mulch and what kind of mulch you can grow, so look out for all of those. Let me know how you're going in your neck of the woods. As a qualified geographer, I'm actually really interested in what's happening globally with this situation and how it's spreading and what the impacts are. As horrible as it is, I find it really interesting how humanity deals with such a crisis. So let me know how you're going. I'm hoping you are all well wherever you are in the world, and let's just all stay together and stay connected, helping each other out by sending each other messages and checking in on everyone is something we really need to do right now. So after these dogs stop barking, I will leave you with some pretty bird noises and a few shots of the garden. So I hope you enjoy that, and until my next video everyone, happy gardening. Bye.